Fans are normally excited at this time of the year. There's an anticipation and an expectation. What, in your opinion, should the Aberdeen fans be expecting this season?
Well, more of the same, hopefully, from the group of players. An improvement, hopefully, in performances and results as we go along. But I couldn't have asked any more from the squad I had last year. You have to temper the anticipation. We could go out on Saturday and easily get beat, and you don't want to lose that feel-good factor very early, but at least it can happen. Obviously, we're at home and we want to take the game to Partick Thistle here. Excellent side at every opportunity we can, but it may take us a few games to find our feet at this level again. But I'm pretty confident with the quality and experience of player that I have in there. It won't take long.
When a club gets promoted, sometimes they can catch one or two teams out by maybe a little bit of surprise. I don't think there'll be too many surprises from the Aberdeen, will there?
No. I mean, they've been in season 4 under Allen, the 2 cup finals last season to win the league, and they beat teams along the way in the Premier League in both seasons in the cup competitions. So, we're a big club. We get a lot of press. We get high profile. So I don't think there'll be any surprises. And the players we brought in, are very familiar to the Scottish game in the main.
Is top 6 mid-on people?
I'm not going to make any predictions or targets. I'd like to think that we could have a good season, but I think it's folly to say we're going to be top 6 or top 4. Like I said, there's Celtic and there's an next bracket of the 2 big teams, Aberdeen, Rangers, and then the rest of us. I think will fade it out, and hopefully we can improve on that even.
How do you think you are behind that second bracket in the Aberdeen Rangers? Sort of, that's obviously where you're aiming for first off.
Well, it depends on our consistency of performance. We can't compete with Rangers financially for a start. They're spending a few million here and there. And Aberdeen, sold Johnny and then brought in good players. I don't think they've spent a great deal of money, but they've had a real structure there under Derek for a few years where a few have gone out and a few have come in, and he seems to improve them every year. So they're a strong outfit, and they will be thereabouts. They had a great season last year, and we want to be in amongst it, but we have to earn the right to do that.
You mentioned the fuel factor before there. We've seen teams like Hamilton come up and kind of carry on the win momentum. Do you feel it's important for you to do that, to use what you've got in the past couple of years and last season to try and kind of make that springboard?
I think we will, naturally anyway. We've kept the core of the squad. We have played together for the last 2 or 3 years and been successful. So that was important to me, to have that momentum going into the season. And then we've added good players with feel in other areas to augment what we already had. So I don't think it'll take long for them to gel. Stokesy knows the players anyway. He was here for 6 months not so long ago. Effie's had 3 or 4 months to bed in. Marciano was here last season. It may take Danny and the 2 Lithuanian guys a little bit of time, but the good players, and already we're seeing what they can do in the competitive games and in training as well.
Is Anthony ready for Saturday?
It may be too soon for him. He's fit in terms of his physical fitness. He came through the fitness test very well yesterday. He's come out and trained this morning, looked okay. So that'll be a decision we'll talk about tomorrow with him on a one-to-one and see how he's feeling about it.
What about the window's still got a few weeks to go? Are you going to be doing any more business?
Did you see the statement yesterday, Brian?
No.
Business is closed.
Really? But the window's still open.
I know, I might be able to twist somebody's arm along the line. for the time being, I think we will need to, look to get some of the younger players out, certainly, and get some experience on loan. But in the main, we're very happy with where we are at the minute.
I take it you didn't put the statement out, was it the
Of course I didn't.
If a player comes available, you're always the market of the mind.
No, look,
Should they fit inside the bracket?
We'll see. I'm only looking at one maybe specific position, but if the window shuts tomorrow, I'll be delighted with what I have and the work that we've done. I think it's important to try and get your business done early, but there's always maybe 1 or 2 that spring up later on. But in the main, I couldn't have asked for any more for what I've got.
Big day Saturday, isn't it, when you get the championship flag?
It's fantastic, yeah. It's fantastic. Not for me, last year I really enjoyed, and again it was different for me, having worked at Celtic all them years, to go and do something different at it and bring success to a club. And the priority was promotion, which was brilliant. But for the supporters and the people who work here, those 3 years were purgatory, really. And the relief and the joy, and first of all, winning the cup was huge. I mean, huge, and then getting promotion, just meant so much to so many people. So it's a day for the supporters tomorrow, Saturday. And I want the players to react to that in a positive way and put on a good performance. By all accounts, they've played very, very well. I'm really pleased with what I'm seeing so far. So we just need to, maintain that consistency going into Saturday, but it won't be easy.
No injuries?
No, again, another reason why we've had a good pre-season, we've been able to stay on top of that. Paul's back and training, into full training. So that's a huge boost to us as well, because he's a class player. Dylan's looking good. He's played the majority of the games and had no reactions. So Brian got a bad knock at Ross County, but he's trained today. So yeah, I think we've got a full complement at the minute.
I just wonder, does it help you as well, Neil? You've got a big game next midweek as well.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
focusing on.
Yeah, I mean, again, the League Cup realistically is a competition we could progress in. I'm not saying we're going to win the Premier League, but could we win a cup? There's 2 other big competitions to play for. The League Cup's one of them, and I would like to go as far as that if possible. The good thing about the draw is we're at home, regardless of the opposition. It's a good draw for us in terms of being at home. So we'll cross that bridge come Sunday, Monday. But yeah, we'll be looking forward to that, and it gives us another game going into what will be a huge game at Ibrox the following week.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Thanks, Neil.